Okay, tell me your name.
Gary Max Brannon.
Okay, how are you related to Will or Ella Irvin?
Ella and Will Irvin were my grandmother and grandfather. And I never saw him, but my grandmother used to live with us when I was a child. And I was always real close to her. But he was dead before I was born. I was born in 1939. So he was already dead.
I'm
In
sorry.
other words, my mother was only 14 years old when he died, in which she was one of the youngest girls.
Who is the oldest family member that you remember, or like which family member do you remember like most vividly?
From grandmother and grandfather, the oldest family member was Jack Freeman Irvin. He was in World War One, and I was only a child when he died. But then they would bring people to their homes when they died, and that's where they brought him to my mom and dad's house there when I was 6 years old. And but I remember him quite well. And that was in 1946 when he died. And his name was Jack Freeman Irvin. He was in World War One. I've got his discharge from the government in World War One, and he died. As he got older, he got rheumatoid arthritis real bad, and he finally ended up sitting in a wheelchair with his mother at his mother's house up on Sand Mountain. And I remember as a little boy, we would go up there, and I was kind of amazed at him. You know, he's sitting there in that wheelchair all the time, and I've never seen anything like that. And then later on in life, I got to, when I was like started school and all, I remember him. And then he died when I was young. And I've got this, like I said, I got his Army discharge, and I've got some other credentials about him. When he died in a Veterans Hospital in Birmingham. Yeah.
What is your fondest family memory?
Fondest memory of going up to my grandmother's house up on Sand Mountain, and all of the girls, my mom and all of her sisters and all of her brothers being there, like family reunions in those days. It didn't have to be family reunion, it'd be Thanksgiving Day or whatever. And I used to, when I was a kid, I used to try to be a big hunter, and the first rabbit I ever killed was up there. And I just remember those days, and those were my fondest memories. I was real lucky. I've just come a wonderful family. All of my aunts, all of my uncles and all of them, just good people.
What historical event during your life do you remember most vividly?
Most historical, I would say probably the Trade Center thing was one of the worst things I remember. I was living when Pearl Harbor took place, but I was so small I don't actually remember it, but I remember everybody talking about it. That was in December 7th, 1941, so when that happened. And then I guess the next worst event I remember would be the bombing of the Trade Center, those planes. And of course I remember the war, World War II being over, and how everybody celebrated, and then the Korean War, I remember it.
Yeah.
So I was in the military, but I was lucky I never was in no war. There wasn't one going on, I was in there.
That's good. Well, how did that impact your life?
Beg your pardon?
How did that impact your life?
How would it impact my life? This kind of showed me how terrible things could happen, and how you got that kind of people that would declare war, just bomb and kill innocent people that's not even involved in any sort of confliction or anything with them. So that's just taught me that you don't ever really know what kind of people you're dealing with, you know.
Yeah. Okay. What was the best time of your life and why?
Well, I guess the best time of my life was when I was a young teenager. And, my last years in high school, I never went to college or anything. And then I went to work at a steel mill and worked there then for 40 years. But eventually I retired out of the military. I stayed 3 years in the Army, and then I went on the National Guard, and all total stayed 24 years or something. And so when I got that time in, I think that was the best part of my life when I finally got all that behind me.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I know other than I love everybody in this family, and they're just real good people. And it's like every other family. We've had good ones, bad ones, but everybody I've ever dealt with in this family is just good people.
Oh, thank you.
All right.